Hello, my name is Corey Bolden, Academic Advisor here at RCC, and I'm going to go over today with you Self-Service 101, which is just a nickname I gave it to basically describe what your map is to your program, and we'll get into how to register for classes. So first we'll start on the RCC webpage, and you'll go to My RCC, click My RCC. Then we'll go to self-service. Give it time to open. And it may take a few minutes. It's continuously updating. So when we get into self-service, we'll need student planning. And under student planning, there are two things we will need. First, you will see, once you click on it, you see Go to My Progress, and you see Go to Plan and Schedule. Notice here, viewing your progress is basically your map to your degree, and we'll see that in just a second. Notice on the right side, number 2, you will use to register for your classes. So let's first go to My Progress and take a look at the map of our classes, but I have to go in a different way because I'm not a student. So I will now do that. And show you the Associate in Arts degree program. So first, you will see, under My Progress, you will see the degree, diploma, certificate, whatever you're in. Most of us are in degrees. We will see that on this first screen. Well, in student planning, we'll see this, and basically you'll see the title of your degree, your current GPA, and it tells you that a 2.0 GPA is required to graduate with this degree. Again, your degree title, and then what catalog year you started in, which is very important. As we move along, you'll see this first section for English composition, and it says 0 of 6 credits completed. That means basically you will need both of these 2 English classes. Most of our classes are 3 credit hours apiece, but you normally don't see that until after you've registered or taken the class, and it posts how many credit hours it actually was for that particular class. So here we know we would need 2 English classes, and this is just to help you understand how to read the map to your degree. The second section, you see 0 of 9 credits, Humanities, Fine Arts. You will need 3 classes from this area, up to 3 classes. A lot of students will look at this and think that they need all of the classes listed under this particular degree. However, if you read these or understand these, you'll know that you only have to take a particular amount. Next section, Social Behavioral Sciences, 0 to 9 credits completed here. It's going to be up to 3 classes. And then I say up to 3 classes because some classes may be 4 credit hours, which none of these are, but it all depends on the credit hours. And we'll see more examples of that as we move along. The next section for the math, notice it says 0 of 1 course completed, but it also says 0 of 3 credits completed. The Math 143, I know, is 3 credit class, but pre-calculus algebra is 4. Just notice that it is 1 course, so you don't need all 3 math classes, you only need 1. You choose. The next section for natural sciences, notice it says take 1 group, and then it has the group IDs, and it also has complete one of the following 4 items. Complete 1. 0 of 1 completed. So with that being said, you don't need the both biologies, the chemistry, and the physics. You only need to take one of these. So if I take biology 110, that will suffice or take care of this section. You don't have to take the rest of the classes in this list. The next section, additional general education hours, 0 of 14 credit hours completed. And that's going to be up to 5 classes you will choose from this area. And again, I say up to 5 because some of the classes, like your math classes, are 4 credit hours. And something like the sociology and the psychologies, they're 3 credit hours. So it all depends on how many credit hours each class is worth, as far as how many classes you will have to take from this particular section. And notice there is a wide range of choices for this particular section because it's additional general education hours. The next section, 0 of 1 course completed. So you know you have to take ACA 122. The next section, physical education and or health. Take 2 credits or 0 of 2 credits completed. And I like to make sure I explain this section because most of our PE classes are 1 credit hour apiece. Some of them are 2. However, the health class, for some of you that don't want to take any physical fitness classes, you can take the Health 110 class, which is 3 credit hours, and it will take care of this section. The elective section, 0 of 12 credit hours completed. It's going to be up to 4 classes. And notice, too, that some of the classes you see in the list above for general education classes may be listed in another area. For example, Com 120 here or Communications 120. It's the first thing you see here. Remember that classes will only count for 1 section. They will not count in multiple sections. As you scroll down to the very bottom, you will see courses that basically are on the student transcript. And with that being said, any courses that are not included in the degree will be listed here. This is basically the start of student transcripts. So as we scroll back to the top, just say we're going to take or consider taking English 111 for the upcoming semester, summer registration. So we will click on English 111 from our map. Notice the first thing you see is the course number, the title of the course, Writing and Inquiry, how many credit hours is the course, and then you get a course description. If a student calls me and says, well, what is the English 111 class? What is it about? I'm going to come to the course description if I've never taken this class. Or it may have been a while since I've taken English 111, a long time ago, and things have changed. So I will come to the description to make sure I give the correct information. The next thing you will see is requisites. You can see here that any class that must be taken prior to this course, like your English 02, has to be taken before and passed before you take English 111. That's called a prerequisite. English 011 must be taken at the same time as English 111, which is called a co-requisite. Your advisor will help explain when or who will have to take the co-requisite with English 111. It is based on your performance in English 02. A lot of times when I send out emails about registration, I will tell students to include section numbers in the course request form. Section numbers, you'll view available sections here. Notice that it's the spring semester we're looking at. We want summer. But I will use this to explain what section numbers are. We know that English 111 is the course number, name and number. The last 4 digits in each course, notice that they're different. They represent the section numbers because it tells us if it's a face-to-face class on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 11 to 11:52, or if it's a face-to-face class that meets on Tuesday and Thursday from 11 to 12:15, or is the class meeting totally online? So this is why we need to have the section numbers when we're registering students for class, because I don't know if you can go to class on Monday and Friday from 8 to 8:50. I don't know your schedule. So it would help me to know the section numbers you're requesting to register for in the upcoming semester. And notice that this section number has an R. That's a co-requisite class. And when you take a co-requisite class, this English 111 has to match the section number for the English 011 or English 011. That's just something to throw in there so you'll understand that those two work together. So we'll move down to the summer semester. And I want to add a section for the summer that's online. And we have one available here. The other two are face-to-face. I can't register for this one because I'm a student that doesn't need the co-rec. So I will add this section to my schedule. It tells you in the right corner that English 111, section 0840 was added to my schedule or planned. Then we'll go back because I want to add a second class for the summer. So we'll see if 231 public speaking will be offered. And notice here you have more as far as information as far as locations. This class is taught on campus, online, and hybrid. And it's offered all semesters. If a class is offered just in the spring, you'll see spring here. Just the fall, you'll see fall only here. Sometimes you will see spring and fall. It varies, so when you're registering for classes, make sure you pay attention to that. So we'll view available sections for COM 231, and we want the summer semester. Keep in mind that we register for spring and summer classes at the same time at RCC. This class is only being offered online. If you notice, there's sections that end in the last 2 digits of 40 through 49. They are online classes. So I will add this one to my schedule. Now, I've added 2 classes for the summer. I don't want to take more than 2 because it's going to be 8 weeks of classes. So now I will go back to this is where you would click on go to plan and schedule. I have to go a different way. Please keep that in mind. So I will go back out and show you under student planning. You would just click go to plan and schedule. However, I have to go in a different way. So I can get to right here on my own screen. So notice here, these are the classes, and this is the view you will see. I can have a list view or a calendar view. Most of you will have the calendar view because it's going to show you what classes, or it will fill in when you pick classes that are face-to-face, so you can see if they're going to overlap. All online classes will show up at the bottom of your page because they're online. Sections with no meeting time show up at the bottom. So notice here, you have a register button here, you have a register button here. You also have a register button here. Just to make a note of it, this button, this register button will register this class, and this one, this class. If you use this one, it will register all classes in your list at the same time. Just a little shortcut. But also notice that you have an error message here. You have to take English 011 prior to or at the same time, and we know you have to take it at the same time. English 011 didn't show up for us to sign up. But with that being said, I've got to change my section to an R section, and I can do that here. So I'm going to add this section because it's the R section, and I'm going to take this one out, completely remove it. Now we have to find, and notice I just clicked on it in the list, the English 011 section, which is the support class. And it also says here, take English 111. Must be taken at the same time as this course. So you want to click on it, and the only section you see there is a seated section on Tuesdays and Thursdays. But that is the matching section for the summer. So if you go back to your course plan or planning schedule, you'll see that they both have the same section number because they're co-requisites. Now we have to wait for the advisor to approve the courses in the list because they're not approved. So we will now, at this point, we will contact our advisor to approve the courses we put in the list for the summer semester. Now you can see that the courses were approved by the advisor. You'll always see the blue thumbs up on the courses that are approved. And you can also see that here in your view. So now it's just a matter of registering for the classes. Once you've added them, you've planned them, you've gotten them approved, and now it's time to register. Again, you can see that you can register each class individually, or you can register all at one time. And if there is an error message, you will see the error message at the top right of your screen. We're not actually registering this student because they don't meet the requirements, but this would be the actual flow to registering for your classes.